Hello and welcome to another video. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'll be taking you through the application process for the DAAD Helmut-Schmidt Scholarship Program. I'm a scholarship holder from this scholarship, currently studying a master's in development and governance. You can be rest assured that my tips and tricks are tried and trusted. So yeah, if you are interested in this video, kindly like and subscribe. So let's just get right into it. So a disclaimer before I go into this video, I do not represent DAAD or any German university. I am simply a scholarship holder on the DAAD Helmut-Schmidt Scholarship Program. The views and opinions expressed here are solely my own. Yeah. So about the scholarship. So DAAD is a German government funded scholarship, academic scholarship program, and I would like to call them clusters, many scholarship clusters under the DAAD scholarship program. So my scholarship cluster is called the DAAD Helmut-Schmidt Program. It's a master's, it's a scholarship program specifically for master's programs in line with public policy and good governance. So it's more of a social science focused scholarship program. So if you would, that's something you're interested in, and this video is for you. I'm sure there are other scholarship, DAAD scholarship clusters that are more focused on STEM, engineering, medicine, and so forth and so on. But this one specifically is for social sciences masters, specifically public policy and good governance focused masters. That's mainly what the scholarship, it's about. So there are about, I would say, 7 participating universities under this scholarship cluster. You are entitled to choose 2 programs of your choice under different universities to apply for, like your first choice and your second choice. So out of the 7 universities that are subscribed to this scholarship program, you can choose 2 of them. So I will just quickly take you through the universities under this scholarship program and then the masters that they offer. So we have the first university is the University of Applied Sciences Bonn, which offers a master's in social protection. This mainly focuses on social security systems and policies. So if that's something you're interested in, kindly take note. And then secondly, we have the University of Duisburg-Essen, which offers a master's in development and governance. So this will take you into combining development theory and governance issues. The third university under this scholarship program is the University of Erfurt, which offers a master's in public policy. So it takes you through interdisciplinary public policy studies. And then we have the University of Magdeburg, which offers a master's in peace and conflict studies. So this will be taking you through conflict transformation and peace building studies. And then we also have the University of Applied Sciences Osnabrück, offering a master's in management and non-profit organization. So this will probably take you through strategic non-profit leadership as well. And then we also have the University of Passau. I think this is the only university that offers 2 programs under this scholarship. So the first one is a master's in development studies, and then a master's in governance and public policy. So these are the universities under the DAAD Helmut-Schmidt scholarship program. As you've noticed, they are all social sciences focused. So that is the main theme or focus of this scholarship. It's mainly for masters in social sciences. So when you are applying, you are entitled to apply for 2 programs from 2 different universities, of your choice. So you have a first choice and a second choice option. You have to know that it's a good news though, but all programs are English taught, and each program has its own admission requirements and prerequisites. So if you would want to apply, you have to go directly to the university page and look at what specifically they ask for, so that you will know what to submit when applying. So the application dates and timeline I'll quickly take you through that. I think we are in February, so this video will come out in February. So if you are watching this in February, you have ample time to apply, because the application opens on the 1st of June and then closes on the 31st of July. So roughly a month application window. Then if you are successful, you would receive a call for an interview with the universities, from the university in November. Just to chip in here, you will be applying directly to the universities and not to DAAD. So when you are applying directly to the university of your choice, the program of your choice, and not to DAAD. The interview stage will be from the universities, or the universities will be the ones interviewing you. And then once you pass through that stage and you are shortlisted, your name or your profile will be recommended to DAAD. And once you also approved by DAAD, expect to receive a scholarship letter by December, January. And then then congratulations if you've gotten to that stage, and by January next year you receive a scholarship letter. Compulsory German language course will begin from June to September. So that's probably a roughly 3 month intensive German language course, which is compulsory. Even though the programs will be in English, you still need to take this German language course. And then your actual master's program will start in either September or October. As I mentioned before, applications are done directly to the universities, and not to DAAD. So you have to go to the university website and check what they require and how the application process is like, because it will be vastly different from university to university. So what does this scholarship cover? It is a fully funded scholarship, so that is some good news. You would be receiving a monthly stipend about roughly €992 per month to cover living costs, and a tuition fee waiver. All the universities under this scholarship are public universities, so there are no tuition fees to be paid, but then there is a semester fee that you would have to pay, that has to be taken from your stipend. But just know that there's tuition fee waiver because there's no tuition at these public universities. You will also receive a travel allowance to Germany. So your flights from your home country to Germany will be reimbursed to you, or will be covered by the scholarship. There's health, accident, and liability insurance as well. Study and research grants of €460 per year. And there's also subsidy for family or dependents if you are bringing dependents with you to Germany. The language course, which is a 3 or 4 month course in Germany, is also fully covered by the program. So yeah, this is basically everything that the scholarship covers for you, and it should be able to support you throughout your time in Germany. It's very comfortable financial situation, I would say. So who is eligible for this scholarship? First of all, a person that is eligible will have to come from a developing country, preferably from the global south countries. You have to hold a first university degree or bachelor's degree, which is not older than six years. So it has to have been obtained within the last 6 years, and you also have to have a good academic record. You have to possess at least 2 years of relevant work experience as well, or voluntary engagement. And also you mustn't have lived more than 15 months outside of your country of origin, which is a developing country. So say you come from Ghana, you shouldn't have lived outside of Ghana for more than 15 months if you are to apply for this scholarship. What are the required documents for application? You will need a completed DAAD application form which is something you can download from the DAAD website. I will give the link to the DAAD website in the description, so you could just go there and check for the required documents for application. And also note, the documents I'm mentioning here are the general documents needed to apply, and DAAD is just giving you the general documents needed to apply, but each university, as I said, has its own unique application process and documents needed. So on top of all these documents I'm to mention, your university of choice might ask for an additional document as well. So just keep that in mind. So as I mentioned, the DAAD application form, it's a green form. I think it looks like a booklet. So it's a green form. You download, fill it out, or you can fill it out online. That's what I did. And then sign it and then write the date. Also a Europass CV. I have a video on my channel on how to go on the Europass website and then fill out a CV and download it. This is the official format that they require for the CV. And in the CV, there must be no unexplained gaps. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but if there's any gap in your resume, you have to explain it. Basically, that's what it means. And also has to be signed and dated. Then your motivation letter, which explains your choice of university and the ranking of the programs, if you are to choose 2 programs. So yeah, not more than 2 pages, I would say. Even if you are choosing 2 programs to apply for this university, you still have to apply with 1 motivation letter. So you would have to know how you structure your motivation letter to include 2 programs that you are applying for. And then of course your academic degree, official academic degree and transcripts, proof of English language proficiency. If you are from Ghana, Nigeria, I don't think you will need to apply write a language exam like IELTS. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think your WASI English should suffice, or O-level English should suffice. I personally just went to my university and then asked for a proof of English language letter from the languages department, just to a letter that vouches for me that all my courses were taken in English, and English is the official language of the university. So that was what I used for my proof of English language proficiency document. And then a stamped reference letter. Notice I put the word stamped first before even the reference letter. So this reference letter can be an academic reference letter or a professional reference letter. But the most important thing is that it has to be on official letterhead, stamped, signed, and dated by your referee. Let me repeat it again. Stamped, signed, and dated by your referee. At a point, it doesn't even matter if it's on official letterhead, it has to be stamped, signed, and dated by your referee. If you have noticed, all the documents I've mentioned so far, except the academic degree and transcripts, all of them have to be signed and dated. It is, I don't know why it's a requirement, but you have to sign and write the date on these documents. And then we'll move to relevant work experience. Even me, I was confused by this because, like, doesn't the CV cover this? But I personally use my NSS certificate to cover these requirements for relevant work experience. So yeah, and then lastly, a signed checklist. So it's a DAAD, official DAAD checklist form that you have to download from the DAAD website. You download it, check all these documents that they've listed, whether you have them, whether you signed and dated and stamped them, you check, and then you sign and date this checked list. So yeah, that this document you have to download from the DAAD website. So out of all these documents, there are 2 documents that you download from the DAAD website. It is the DAAD application form and the DAAD checklist. The rest you gather them yourself. Okay. And then all these documents have to be in English. The required language of submission is English or German, but I don't think German works here because I think most of my viewers are from English-speaking countries, so all documents have to be in English. Okay, so how to apply? As I mentioned, you have an option of choosing up to 2 master's programs from the list of universities and master's programs they offer. However, you have to submit 1 DAAD application form and then 1 motivation letter. You apply directly to the universities of your choice before the deadline, which is 31st July. However, you have to go on the university website and check. Some universities may have an earlier deadline than the DAAD deadline. And then, yeah, you wait for your shortlisting and interview invitations around November, which is done by the university because it's the universities you apply to and not DAAD. And then if you are shortlisted for the interview or pass the interview stage, your name will be forwarded to DAAD, and then you would have to upload your documents again. Nothing crazy, just the ones you used to apply to the universities, upload them again on the DAAD portal just to get yourself into the DAAD system. And then, yeah, by December, January, you'll be sent the offer letter or scholarship letter. So selection and evaluation, what are the selection cutoff points, should I call it, for being selected for this scholarship? In no order. There's academic performance and transcripts, so you have to have good academic standing. There's also professional experience and relevance to governance and public policy, which is the theme of this scholarship. So as I mentioned, you have to have 2 years of work experience. Your NSS, when I say NSS, I mean national service, which Ghanaians do. It's a 1-year mandatory national service that, yeah, each graduate does in Ghana. I'm just saying, it also counts as work experience. That's what I also used as work experience. It has to be relevant to governance and public policy, and also your motivation and fit with the program's goals. The program you are applying for, the master's program you're applying for, you must have a connection to it academically and professionally. And then language proficiency. All masters are English taught, so you have to have English proficiency to apply for this scholarship. So yeah, letters of recommendation. I think this is one of the most strongest evaluation points. What your recommender says about you is very important. So it can be a great boost for you in the application. So we are nearing the end of the video. If you haven't yet, kindly like and subscribe. So what are the tips for success? I would say start early. We are in February right now, so you have ample time till June when the scholarship opens. Gather all your documents so that by mid-June, you will just apply. Ensure your motivation letter clearly explains why you chose your programs and how they relate to your career goal, that is your future goal. I have a video on my channel on how to write a stellar motivation letter or personal statement, as it's called. So just watch that video for the step-by-step. I take it paragraph by paragraph on how to write this letter of motivation. And also check each university's specific entry requirements. They may need additional document than the one DAAD on the DAAD checklist. So the documents required that we went through are the official documents DAAD requires for this to pass up for this scholarship. But then each university may have an additional document that they require of you to apply for their programs. And also, if your documents are not in English, kindly translate them to English. Make sure they are all stamped, dated, signed, and then preferably even on letterhead. So yeah, we've gotten to the end of the video. If you have any more questions or something I haven't covered or something that is still unclear to you, kindly write it in the comments. I will reply to you as soon as I see them. I hope this video has been comprehensive enough. And yeah, I wish you all the best in the application process. Yeah, thank you.